Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Going the Distance. This is episode 51. Can you believe we've done 51 episodes? I can't, but I want to welcome the new members who are just joining us for the first time, and I want to welcome back the members who've been joining me from the beginning. Y'all's support is greatly appreciated, and there'd be no way I could have done 51 shows without you guys. So I want to thank you guys for joining me again today. And I've got some football news. I've got some football scores, and we've got some music stuff to go over. So let's jump into it. So earlier in the week, it was reported, or late last week, it was reported that Daniel Jones wanted a release by the New York Giants because he was benched. Well, not only was he benched for, going to second string, he was all the way down to third string, and they were going to play him as a safety. Well, he didn't like that, so he asked to be released. Well, this was at, 8 o'clock Thursday morning. By 11 o'clock Thursday morning, the Giants had released Daniel Jones. Now, there's reports. Now, he's cleared waivers, so he's definitely a free agent now. So I think his best bet is to go somewhere and be a backup. Whether that's, the Raiders, which is what they're saying. They're saying the Raiders are in there. They're saying Baltimore is a contender. So what do you guys think? Where should Daniel Jones go? Should he start? Should he be a backup? I think he should be a backup. Speaking of the Raiders, it was also reported that the Raiders are going to turn back to Aiden O'Connell as their quarterback because Gardner Minshew got hurt last week, broke his forearm, and is out for the season. So we wish you, Gardner, a speedy recovery, and let's see how you do, Aiden O'Connell. In college football news, East Carolina is taking the interim tag off their head coach. And as everybody who's been joining me from the beginning has remembered, East Carolina fired their head coach not long into the season this season because they were doing pretty bad and had been pretty bad all season. Well, now they're taking the franchise tag off Mr. Interim head coach. And because East Carolina's won several games in a row, 4 or 5 games in a row, and are looking really good and could be bowl eligible. Who knows? But, that's to be determined. But I want to congratulate East Carolina on finding their new head coach. And now let's move into some NFL scores from Week 12. So we're going to start out on Thursday night. We had the Browns versus the Steelers in Cleveland. Now this fourth quarter was a snowball. Actually, I would say the last 5 minutes of the game was a snowball because it had been flurrying all night. And then with 5 minutes to go in the game, the snow just started pouring down. But in the end, the Browns defeated the Steelers 24-19 in what I considered to be a really good game. Jameis did good. Russell looked good. It was a good game. And to say something good about the Steelers is a long shot for me, as everybody knows. But everything looked good. The Vikings defeated the Bears 30-27 in overtime on Sunday. The Lions defeated the Colts 24-6. The Dolphins defeated the Patriots 34-15. In a surprise upset, the Cowboys defeated the Redskins 34-26. The Broncos defeated the Raiders 29-19, and like I said, Gardner Minshew went out with an injury. The Buccaneers defeated the Giants 30-7. The Packers defeated the 49ers 38-10. The Chiefs defeated the Panthers 30-27. Now that was a good game, y'all. Carolina kept up with the Chiefs, and I think the Chiefs are still reeling from last week when they got beat by Buffalo. And I think everybody watched that game saw how you defeat the Chiefs. So, I mean, everybody knows what Patrick Mahomes is up to. So, I I think I'm proud of the Panthers for keeping up with them like that. Um. Anyway, the Eagles defeated the Rams 37-20, and then the Ravens defeated the Chargers 30-23. And it just makes me shake my head because there were calls in that game that should have been against Baltimore that weren't against Baltimore. And they called everything in the fourth quarter on the Chargers. Most everything. So, I mean, it's getting blatant, y'all. And they're starting to not call pass interference plays when there should be pass interference. And, but it is what, it's going to be what it's going to be until Roger Goodell gets out of it. So let's move into some score. Let's move into some predictions for this coming week. And we actually have 3 games on Thursday and 1 game on Friday. And why do we do that? Because it's Thanksgiving on Thursday. So we're going to start out the day at 12:30 on CBS with the Lions and the Bears. The Bears visit the Lions, and I think the Lions are going to take that one. And then at 4:30 on Fox, the Giants visit the Cowboys. I've got the Cowboys. And then at 8:20 on NBC, we have the Dolphins visiting the Packers. And I believe that the Packers are going to win that game. And then on Friday, we have the Raiders versus the Chiefs. My bad. I'm actually going to go with an upset here. And I'm actually going to pick the Raiders because, I mean, everybody knows how the Chiefs operate now. So I think the Raiders have a good shot. And then on Sunday, we have the Chargers visiting the Falcons. I actually have the Chargers. The Steelers and the Bengals. I'm actually picking the Bengals in that one. Cardinals, Vikings. Colts, Patriots. I actually have the Patriots winning that one. Sorry, I lost my voice there for a minute. The Seahawks visit the Jets. I think the Seahawks win that one. And the Seahawks actually won this past week, and they take over first in their division. They beat Arizona last week to take over the top spot, which congratulations to them. The Titans visit the Commanders. I think the Commanders win that one. The Texans visit the Jags in a division game. I think the Texans win that one. The Rams visit the Saints. I think the Rams go with that. Even though Derek Carr and Alvin Kamara and all of them with the Saints, I still think the Rams have a more complete team. In another division game, we have the Buccaneers visiting the Panthers. I actually have the Bucs winning that one. The Eagles visit the Ravens. I'm going to pick the Ravens in that one. And then at 8:20 on the NBC for Sunday Night Football is a game I'm looking forward to. The 49ers versus the Bills. And then on Monday, we have the Browns visiting the Broncos. Oh, I've got the Bills Sunday night, if I didn't say that. And then on Monday, we have the Browns-Broncos. I actually have the Broncos winning that game. And so let's talk about this for a minute. So they're starting to talk about, we're winding down to the end of the season, so we're talking about head coaches on the hot seat. Well, some of the names on the hot seat are Doug Peterman in Jacksonville, Mike McCarthy in Dallas. There's always a surprise. So who's the surprise? that's going to go this year? Could it be somebody like, I don't know. Who could it be? Who could the surprise be? And who else do you think is going to go? And who do you think is going to fill that Jets job? I've been hearing reports Rex Ryan. Ugh. Mm-mm. Yeah, I've been hearing reports Rex Ryan wants to take over the Jets again. He couldn't do it the first time. Why could he do it the second time? I think he ought to just stay on ESPN and do what he's doing right now, because apparently that's working for him. He wants to get back in coaching so he can be back in the spotlight. And as everybody knows, Rex Ryan is the reason for that whole Patriot debacle back in the day. So I think Rex just needs to stay off TV. We got rid of his brother, Rob, so let's keep Rex out of it too. But who are y'all's predictions for this coming week? This is going to be week 13. God, I can't believe we're 13 weeks into the season. But who do y'all have? Who are y'all's predictions? Drop it in the comments, y'all. So now we're going to move into the who are we listening to segment. And who we're listening to is P.O.D. They're Payable on Death is what P.O.D. stands for. They're a Christian metal band from San Diego, California. They formed in 1992, and I found out about them in 2001 with their album Satellite. And that had songs like Alive and Youth of a Nation on it. And that's where I came to really like P.O.D. Their debut album was actually an album called Snuff the Punk. And, that first album was probably, they were still developing their sound. I haven't heard it, but I probably need to go back and listen to it just to see. They've had 11 studio albums, 21 singles, 26 music videos, 1 compilation album, 3 live albums, and their new album is called Veritatis. I know I'm not pronouncing that right. Veritas is how you spell it. But I've heard bits and pieces of that album. I need to listen to the whole thing. But from what I've heard, it's a really good album. It's a really hard rock album. Actually, my favorite album from P.O.D. is Satellite. And I would really recommend going out and getting their Greatest Hits album. And if you like the Greatest Hits album, listen to some of their other stuff and get some of the other stuff. Stream some of the other stuff. Because I know a lot of everybody's streaming. So go to Spotify and stream their stuff. So what songs are we listening to? I want you guys to listen to Alive and Youth of a Nation. Those are two of my favorites, and they're both on the Satellite album. Although the list is endless on how many good songs they have. I can't say enough good things about them. They have. I know last week we did Skillet with who we're listening to, and they're as hard, if not harder, than Skillet's music. So go check them out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of P.O.D. And let me know what y'all's favorite song from P.O.D. is. And album. So in closing, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for supporting me. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving. I couldn't do this show without you guys. Y'all's support is just overwhelming. I've done 51 shows, and I would have never thought in a million years I'd be doing 51 shows on YouTube. But I'm doing it, and we're actually doing it together because you guys are watching every week, and I can't thank you guys enough. I'm so thankful and appreciative to you guys, and I thank God every day for the subscribers I've got. And I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And if you haven't already done this, I want you to hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up for the like. I want you to hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. I hope everybody has a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving. And we will be back next week with some more sports news and football scores. So thank you guys for going the distance with me. God bless. Happy Thanksgiving. And see you guys next week.